computer science major, and he's also the CEO of Nom Nom, which is a marketplace app for chefs and foodies. And he also has a really interesting presentation for us about commercial kitchens.
Yeah. Hey, well, I'm Chang. Thank you for sticking around, listening. So you know, I've heard a lot of great pitches up here, great stories. I think everyone here is doing something really amazing. So that puts me into like a little basic. So let me tell you about these things called shared commercial kitchens. Are you guys familiar with these? No? Oh, you are. Sure. These shared commercial kitchens are a place where people like me, you, they could just go to these kitchens, rent a station, make their meal, and sell it to people legally. Because you can't make food at home and sell it. Let's create that. Let's make this marketplace for people to sell food. And while we're doing some market research on that, we found a ton of Facebook groups where people would just join and buy and sell food. We saw a gap in the market, and for me, I'm not the greatest cook, but I was tired of the restaurant options. In my opinion, all of you go back. Yeah, and when at UC Berkeley itself, the perimeter of UC Berkeley, we have around 136 restaurants, but the menu is pretty much the same. And I was tired of the restaurant food. The restaurant food to me is they're good, but they're not there yet. So we wanted to make a difference, and we did a lot of research, and that's how we discovered shared commercial kitchens. So now I'm gonna play a video of what these are, so you guys can have more of a sense of what they are. We start at 36 seconds. Yeah. So I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit because it's quite long.
Is a project I started a year ago, and it's something that's very near and dear to my heart. Many years ago I started an ice cream business and I couldn't find an affordable commercial kitchen to work out of, so I worked out of my mom's house. After the demise of my ice cream business, I did a lot of thinking, and I realized that had my ice cream business been home based out of a commercial kitchen that was not only community oriented and affordable, but had programs that could help me grow, I'd probably still be in business today. And with small business, it's something that people put a lot of heart into, and I wanted to create a space where people could make their dreams come true with as little risk as possible. And that's why Kitchener is here today. Try to take in artisans that use sustainable, organic, and local ingredients. It's not always easy, but the people here really try hard to do what's right for your palate and also for your health. The takeout window is going to be a community eatery. We're going to have two windows, so we can have 2 artisans or more serving food to the public at once. We plan to serve breakfast, lunches, dinners, even late night snacks.
I am Sean Walker-Smith, and I am the owner and tartiste at Tart Bakery. What I love about baking, I think, is how it really connects people. Food is a really great connector, and you can relate on whatever level or wherever you're coming from. You can relate to other people through food. So being able to provide somebody with that kind of experience is absolutely fantastic.
At Kitchener, we have very popular pop-up markets, and these pop-up markets are really magical. We turn the inside of the kitchen into indoor farmers markets with string lights all up above, and people from the community come in and try the food that's made at Kitchener. And with the takeout windows, it's going to make it completely possible for people to try the food, not just once a month that's made out of the kitchen, but every day. So these windows are going to function basically as shared windows with the artisans. And so it lowers the overhead costs of having a brick and mortar.
what these shared commercial kitchens are. Now, how big is this market, you ask? Are there only one of these kitchens? Is this even a big issue? And what we found is this is a growing trend, a very fast growing trend to be exact. These shared commercial kitchens really started off with food trucks. They're required to prepare their food in these shared commercial kitchens, but people can't afford to open their own food trucks. It costs around $250,000 just to open one of these, and they're slowing down permits for these trucks. So what a lot of people do now is they'll go to these shared commercial kitchens, prepare their meals, and sell it on Facebook, on Instagram, and have it picked up at the kitchen spaces. And so we see a huge growth in these kitchens. And here's a map of all these kitchens available. Every kitchen is in one of these highly dense areas, allowing us to reach customers really easily. And so we started a pilot program at UC Berkeley. We started a pilot program at UC Berkeley in 8 weeks. We were just working with 3 chefs, each selling 1 or twice a week, and we were able to sell over $10,000 worth of food. And so now we're taking what we learned from our UC Berkeley pilot program, we're bringing it down to Oakland with one of our partner commercial kitchens. And that's what we're doing now. And this trend is continuously growing, especially, I just read this report on shared commercial kitchens. 64% of the food that is prepared in these shared commercial kitchens are individualized meals where people will pick up or get delivered, and that's the aspect that we work in. We handle their logistics, we handle their deliveries, and we handle payments and all that good stuff. And the specialty food industry meaning basically food that you can't get anywhere else, in the last 2 years has grown 21%, reaching over $100 billion industry. And so, to me, since this is the future of food, and I'm not a food science major, I'm a computer science major. I don't really know how to cook. And so the future for food for me personally is, how can I get these culturally inspired home style food without making it myself? and the answer to that for me is these shared commercial kitchens. There's a lot of amazing cooks out there, but it's hard for them to share their meals to the people around them. But these shared commercial kitchens allow them to do that. But now you can prepare your food in these shared commercial kitchens. But now the problem with these food entrepreneurs, how do you get your food to a much more larger volume of customers? And that's kind of where we come in. We create this platform for them so they could put their meals online, reaching a lot more audience than the regular restaurants where people have to actually come in and sit down and eat. They could now just order their food and then pick it up and get it going with their lives. But now, the question is, since there's so many of these kitchens available now, and the trends keep on growing, is this the future of food? I think absolutely. Especially our age, our generation. We are constantly moving towards the on-demand model. We want things as soon as possible. I think adding technology to shared commercial kitchen space like that made a lot of sense for us. And I think that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Any questions?
Yeah.
What's your process of recruiting your cook chefs partners?
Yeah, so right now, because we're building a marketplace, the recruitment process is, initially we go out to these shared commercial kitchens. We try to make a partnership with them, because these shared commercial kitchens, they already have a huge set of people making food in these kitchens. And what we do is we open up a new point of sales for them. So it makes a lot of sense for the kitchen owners to partner with us, because if we could increase the sales for the artisans, that translates to more hours used at these kitchens. These kitchens right now, they exist, but they're not max utilization. And so if you have more customers going to those chefs, they have to cook more food, they spend more time in these facilities, then make more money.
So you're saying that your onboarding mostly producers who are already renting the hours
Exactly. So
at
this
the
is
kitchens.
so this is the initial process, because for us it's like we don't want to, especially because we're creating a marketplace. Marketplaces are very difficult to handle, because you have to focus on the demand side as well as the supply side. But right now, what's really a real good trend for us, I would say, I wouldn't even use the trend, not the word trend, but the good thing for us is these chefs who are operating from these facilities, they already have their subset of customers. But right now, a lot of them are still handling their payments and logistics all manually. So we provide this technology for these chefs to handle all that, automated. And so now it makes them happy and makes us happy, because now they already have some set of customers, and when you have different chefs on the platform, and when you have their customers, now we're seeing customers actually cross-pollinating and start ordering from not just the chef that they came with, but other chefs on our platform. And once we built this set of initial buyers and sellers, then we could start on recruiting chefs who are coming out of these culinary schools, these farmers market, the possibilities.
Right, that sounds good. I understand that like where you are right now is an initial stepping stone to recruiting like the fresh out of the oven chefs.
Right.
But so my concern is that the situation with commercial kitchens right now is that they don't really have extra room like left open for whoever you recruit, like the home cooks or the out of Culinary Institute chefs. So
Right.
what do you think about that?
And that's something very interesting. And you mentioned that the you basically helped me prove a point that these shared commercial kitchens are ever so growing. And yes, a lot of these kitchens do have a long wait list. But now the thing is, there's so many commercial kitchens out there, and I just see, for me personally, I see these shared commercial kitchens. They're gonna keep growing until there's not a need for it. And because right now you mentioned there's a need for it, then I'm almost positive that these kitchens are continue to grow, and when they keep growing, there's more capacity for new chefs.
So you think they will see an increasing demand to build more kitchens for this?
Well, there's definitely a demand to build more kitchen, but then the second thing is, once these artisans or these vendors, once they get really established, a lot of them start owning their own restaurant, and so this is a cycle of new food entrepreneurs wanting to be food entrepreneurs, but they don't have the capital, they don't have the following, they don't have this customer base. But once they go through these shared commercial kitchens, get big, they open their own restaurant, then that gap now, there's more spaces for the new and upcoming food artists.
Sounds good.
Any more questions?